Previously on Power Reviews.
Welcome to our home.
No legal record whatsoever that anyone named Database Ranger has ever existed. Maybe you should worry a little bit less about whether or not I'm real, and a little bit more about yourself.
Kay! No, I do not need a co-host. Besides, I'm out of Megaforce episodes.
Why don't you go back and look at some episodes that you actually enjoy? And I'm sure you and Guy would do great together.
As you can see, we have a new co-host joining us today. Why don't you introduce yourself, Guy?
It's none of your business.
We have a new co-host. Another song and dance.
I won't be around.
Oh.
I will make sure you have a co-host.
And now, Database Ranger's Power Review. Greetings, Ranger fans!
Hi!
And welcome to Power Reviews. As you can see, neither Mayo nor Guy could be with us today, so here's our new co-hosts, Mitch and Mary. Why don't you two introduce yourselves?
I'm Mitch Morpotzners.
And I'm Mary Morpotzners.
We're the Morpotzners.
Alright then! Now we've spent a lot of time on the show discussing what has been dubbed the Neo-Saban era, referring specifically to the PR seasons produced since Saban Brands repurchased the franchise from Disney. However, apart from a brief foray into the world of Space Patrol Delta, we haven't really looked much into how the series fared under the Disney banner. So let's take a look at the first season to be produced by Disney's Village Roadshow Productions. Mitch and Mary, would you care to elaborate?
Power Rangers Ninja Storm originally aired in 2003 as the 11th season of Power Rangers, adapting the 26th installment of Super Sentai Ninpu Sentai Hurricanger.
After Power Rangers Wild Force completed production in 2002, Disney had canceled production of the series. But two Disney producers, Douglas Sloan and Ann Austin, argued that the series could still be profitable.
Sloan and Austin had been producers on the series through Power Rangers Turbo, and they suggested that by moving the production to New Zealand, the budget would be significantly reduced, and that practice still continues today.
You know what? Maybe I should just sum it up from here. Extreme sports teens go to a top-secret ninja academy and fight an evil alien army led by the twin brother of their sensei, who turned him into a guinea pig. The sensei being the guinea pig, not the space ninja warlord. Anywho, since we spent the last two reviews looking at a good classic episode and a bad classic episode, I figured that this time we would look at one that's just plain weird.
Why?
No reason.
Okay.
So let's dive right into episode 30 of Power Rangers Ninja Storm,
The Wild Wipeout.
We start with our opening narration, describing the secret ninja schools that lie deep in the New Zealand mountains of Southern California.
Makes sense so far.
Ancient scrolls told of three who would be chosen above the others, three who would become.
Here we meet skateboarding Red Wind Ranger Shane, tomboy surfer Blue Wind Ranger Tori, ditzy dirt biking Yellow Wind Ranger Dustin, motocrossing Crimson Thunder Ranger Hunter, his adoptive brother Navy Thunder Ranger Blake, computer genius Green Samurai Ranger Cam, and his dad,
Is that a woodchuck?
guinea pig actually.
I think it was a gopher.
We also meet Space Ninja sisters Mara and Capri, and finally their uncle Lothor, Space Ninja warlord and twin brother to said guinea pig.
We see the resemblance.
So many ways to travel.
Yes, they have wheelie things.
And whirly things.
And wingy things.
And wheelie things that turn into...
whirly wingy things.
And
look,
look,
a
a
dragon.
So many shiny colors. So exciting!
Okay. We start off with Tori surfing at the beach.
She looks bored.
I get it. It's a joke.
Anywho, when she overhears a backhanded compliment from some less than righteous dudes,
Not bad. For a chick.
she decides to show them what she can really do and paddles back out after a major wave. But Vexicus and his latest monster have other plans.
Do monsters usually spend a lot of time at the beach?
Not usually.
I hope they remember their sunblock then. Oh look, fairy dust!
The spell causes Tori's stunt double to crash into the wave, and Tori herself to fall backwards into a dunk tank.
The poor dear has fallen asleep.
But she wakes up on a much more colorful beach that I think might be somewhere in New Jersey.
However, shortly after Blueface passes her by, Madtropolis relaxes in his lounge chair, and Copybot lays down his beach towel, she picks up that something is wrong when she spots a Kelzak doing something to an old woman.
Is that what a stomach pump looks like?
Or is it pumping something else?
I'm not even touching this one.
She knocks over the kill set.
Which the woman seems to be very upset about.
It's here that she notices Mr. Ratwell making burgers, Hip Hopper setting up his umbrella, and Tentacreep playing beach ball, and decides to go find some answers.
Oh look, she found a car.
And a change of clothes. Good for her.
Inside Storm Chargers, she finds Mad Magnet checking out a new bike, Bopperoo playing foosball, Magic Mustache shopping for extra-large flippers, and Kelly looking decidedly more metal than usual.
She asks the vampire lady if the guys are around.
Hey, stop, boy!
I don't think they're the guys she's looking for.
Hey, Jumbo!
What did I tell you about lying down on the job, Zergain?
Deciding that it's all too much, she passes Super Toxipod trying on clothes on her way to sit down, and spots a news report of the Power Rangers attacking Blue Bay Harbor.
Quite upset, she changes into some black pajamas.
And then joins her friends in their basement.
Slumber party!
So to continue this Freaky Friday flip-flop, Shane's brooding, Hunter's bombastic, Dustin's a genius, Cam's a doofus, and Blake doesn't like Tori anymore. I feel like this says something about the writer's perception of their core character traits. Turns out they really are behind the recent attacks, and are surprised by her shock.
What's up with you anyway? You've been acting weird.
I'm acting weird?
She is acting a bit weird.
Sensei is not much help either.
Aw, it's a miniature capybara!
Guinea pig.
She decides to leave.
But then they do a bunch of punchy flippy kicky things.
And kicky flippy punchy things.
And then she runs away. She didn't even say goodbye.
Tori decides to gather her thoughts by walking through the park past Snipster and Slobgoblin. Shortly after Toxipod runs by Skyscraper and General Trafe with a rainbow kite, she finally deduces that she must be in a parallel dimension.
Then she meets a nice pair of
Dirty liberal hippies.
I'm Mara, Marigold Moonbeam. And I'm Capri, Rainbow Chaser. We're both singers.
We like them.
Of course you do. While Terramole, Floribundicus, and Footzilla chill out in the background, the Flower Power twins agreed to take Tori to the mayor of Blue Bay Harbor to get help.
Like helping's Elmo's favorite thing. Besides unicorns, of course. Yeah, but they're... Oh, yeah?
unicorns!
So they head over to a very familiar-looking spaceship in the center of town before Mara and Capri head out to perform at a local puppet show.
Puppet show!
We love puppet shows!
RuPaul, oh, yeah!
And surprise, surprise, for anyone who didn't spot the sign, Lothar is mayor of Blue Bay Harbor.
I love his suit.
Unfortunately, this version of Lothar is even less proactive than the original recipe and is too timid to do anything about the Power Ranger problem.
But it's your responsibility to protect your city and the people living in it.
Do elected officials normally fight superpowered forces?
Realizing that she's on her own, Tori races off to fight the Rangers herself. But things go from bad to worse when she finds herself unable to morph.
This is why I hate other dimensions.
Me too.
Quantum string theory always makes things so messy. Ooh, more of those
Kicky,
flippy,
swingy,
flippy,
blasty,
flippy,
explodey things.
And although these Power Rangers seem decidedly underpowered, and Tori holds her own for some time, she's ultimately no match for the five of them together. But before they can finish her off, it's Lothar to the rescue. And he has Vexicus, Motodrone, Shimatsu, Zergain, Chubo, Mara, and Capri along for the ride, helping battle the Rangers through a slew of bizarre slapstick techniques.
Why is she laughing so much?
Is violence supposed to be funny?
Sometimes. Especially when it's
Over the top!
And after a good old round of fisticuffs between Lothar and his delinquent nephew, the assembled alien army cobbles together a space ninja striker to take down the felonious Rangers.
Aw, looks like playtime's over.
With the city saved, Tori decides it's time to try to head back home, to which Mara replies that she should try going back the way she came, inspiring her to return to the beach and recycle her footage from the beginning of the episode.
She looks bored.
I get it! It's a joke!
She wakes up on the beach again, surrounded by the guys, initially scared, but quickly reassured.
Dustin? Is that really you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Did he just self-identify?
By armpit smell?
I
don't think this works.
Before she has a chance to explain where she's been, they soon have other matters to attend to.
Giant butterfly attacking the city, the usual.
It's really good to be back.
They morph, or move 10 feet away and then morph, and head out to battle against Vexicus's Goldwinger monster, with Cam joining them soon after.
Violence is funny.
So Cam clips its wings, and of course, since this is a Tori episode, that means Shane gets to finish him off with the Battleizer. Because that's the way focus episodes work. The monster destroyed, Tori tells Blake all about the other dimension. After he chastises her for being so reckless with her surfing, the two bond out in the waves.
Aww.
And that's the end of our episode. So, what did we think of it? Well, would the two of you like to go first?
Okay.
So what did you think of the episode?
We liked it.
Any further analysis?
It was fun.
What about the parallel dimension? What did you think of the parallel dimension?
Aren't most dimensions
Perpendicular?
You had no idea what was going on, did you?
Nope.
Well, I suppose that's fair. The mechanics of the alternate world, and whether it was a pre-existing reality or a constructed one, were definitely unclear. However, it is well illustrated by the use of color filters and constantly shifting Dutch angles to keep the viewer off balance. Then again, that wasn't really the point of the episode. While it was a standalone, this one was definitely tailor-made for ongoing fans of the season, and isn't particularly new viewer friendly. The majority of the comedy here stems from pre-existing knowledge of the characters, and the surreal absurdity of seeing them swap traits, interests, and alignments. Plus, for the especially avid fan, it's a virtual treasure trove of Easter eggs, as you try to spot each and every destroyed monster that pops up in the pseudo-mundane circumstances. There's actually one left that I didn't point out. See if you can find them for yourself. Anywho, the most ironic thing is that despite its premise and being a terrible launching point from a story perspective due to being so late in the season, this episode is actually highly representative of Ninja Storm's tone as a whole. Being so isolated from the rest of the season, this is a great opportunity to see if the self-aware humor is right up your alley or just not your cup of tea. Personally, I find it to be something of an acquired taste, but one that is aged surprisingly well.
One more thing. Were we supposed to be happy
or sad
when the Rangers won?
or lost?
Because they seemed mean.
Then nice.
But then they beat up the fairy dust monster.
And we don't know how to feel about that.
You guys don't really understand the whole good versus evil conflict, do you?
Which side is Martha Stewart on?
That's what I thought. I'll try to explain later. Overall, it's hard to really say this is a good or bad episode since it is so subjectively comedy-based. But I will say that it is cleanly executed with a keen eye for detail and deep affection for its characters, and that is always something to be admired. So,
Hi!
Guy, wait!
Yes.
I just wanted to apologize for the other day. You're right. Whatever you do with whatever it is that you do is entirely none of my business.
Glad to hear you finally come to your senses.
Do you think you might be willing to come back and co-host the show again? Please?
I think not. I've actually come by to inform you that I will be moving out soon.
Really?
Indeed. As soon as they have completed installing the final lighting fixture, which admittedly may take some time, I will finally be returning to my own apartment.
Oh, that's great.
If you'll excuse me, I have other matters to attend to, and it seems as though you have some business to see to yourself.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Shall we do it again soon?
We'll see. Until then... Until then, farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you.